Heyo, it's SockMonkEMaMa, or you can call me Sock. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're not new around here, thank you for joining the Monkey Takeover. I'm going to be starting a new series on my YouTube channel where I try things I've never done before. I really love art, and I want to start making more art-centered content. I do more than just play video games on Twitch. I also am an artist. All of this stuff, all my stickers and everything, I make myself. So I want to make more art content because that's what I really love doing. So we're going to be trying to do things that I've never done before. Contrary to what my name might imply, I've in fact never made a sock monkey before. So that's what we're going to do today. I cannot make any promises that it's going to be good, but we're going to try and make my little monkey into reality. We're going to make him He's alive! If you like this video, consider liking the video and joining the Monkey Takeover by hitting the subscribe button down below. And let's get into the video. Heyo, it's VoiceOver Sock here. We're going to be making sock monkeys following a wiki tutorial. I only have one sock. They said to have two, but we're going to use one today. We're going to be making my iconic little monkey hat. It wants us to fold the sock a very specific way where the little heel is the bum of the monkey.
Oh, no.
And here I am just cutting it, trying to figure out what I'm going to use for legs and what I'm going to use for arms and such. I think that the legs are a little long, so I'm going to cut them. And this also works out for me because I'll have the little end bits for arms. Here I am about to sew, but then I was like, nah, actually, I really want to cut this so that the feet are round. So here's me chaotically changing my mind and cutting the feet round. After cutting the feet, I figured might as well cut the hands too. I wanted them to also be round, and then that little end bit we're going to use later for the ears. This is not in the tutorial. We're already going off the rails here. Here's a clip of me sewing. This was so much hand sewing. We're only doing a simple little kind of over-under kind of sewing knot. I'm not good at hand sewing, okay? This is not the channel you come to learn how to sew. You're just gonna watch me make silly stuff. Okay? Okay. Here's me realizing I did not leave a spot for me to turn it inside out, so we're gonna make a little crack for him. He did not have cheeks before, but he's gonna have cheeks now because I'm cutting him open. This isn't sus, you're sus. Maybe don't be weird.
Sus among us.
Here I am realizing that I don't like the top of this, so I'm gonna cut it off. Which completely goes against the fact that I had to cut a hole in the back because now I have to sew the top. But it works out because I'm just gonna flip it back through the little bum hole and sew the top.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
But of course, before we sew the top, we gotta cut it out into a cute little round shape like our feetsies. Obviously, you can tell I am not following the tutorial. There's a whole WikiHow article I read. I took one look at it and I said, close enough. This is me hoping that it's not ugly.
Please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. Please. Please.
He's seen better days. This is me trying to tell myself everything's gonna be okay by putting some stuffing in to see what the head's gonna look like. Here you can see me literally bartering with myself that it's okay, and we're just gonna keep on powering through. This was so much work to do just one little cute monkey. Oh, I did a transition, but I messed it up and now my hands are different. You see nothing, okay? You only see the magic of the transition. In this is, Oh, I remember this. Look at that. First try, first try. The needle threading gods were really following me today, and then I immediately dropped the thread on the floor. But it's okay, because I've been blessed with the fact that I did that on the first try. It was probably the only time that entire day that I did that on the first try. Here's me strangling MonkE, but it's okay. He's not mad. He's fine. I'm just tying a little knot. I just needed to make his head more visible. And in the instructions it says to use an elastic band. I figured using thread just made more sense. I mean, it is a WikiHow tutorial, so they don't always necessarily do things the right way. One leg is definitely not longer than the others. You don't see that. They're all the same length. Here's me holding up an arm and realizing the arm is really short and the legs are really long. But it's okay because the feet and the hands are both red, and that's what I wanted. So I'm happy with it in the end. Here's me sewing up his little bum, which was honestly a kind of cute impulse decision because now he has a little butt. And I love little butts. Oh, here's me showing you how to tie a knot, but not very well. That's how you tie a knot. Super easy. My grandma taught that to me. Here's more hand sewing. Not sure why I left so many clips of hand sewing in there, but I did. We're just gonna magically watch it teleport from one end to the other end. Power of editing. We're just going to hand sew both of the arms together because he needs arms. Oh, that's me showing you how to tie a knot. Wow. I'm so great at tutorials. Yeah, don't come to my YouTube for tutorials. We're here for a good time. Wow. Look how short it is. It's such a little arm. So little. It looks great though. I'm not mad. You're not mad. We're all just happy to be here. There was so much sewing this day. I literally think my fingers were gonna fall off. He's stuffing some stuffing. Don't ask why I rolled it first. I thought it was a good idea to roll it between my hands. Thought that would make it less bumpy, but it's kind of less bumpy. Here's me showing you what kind of stitch I'm gonna do. This is my attempt at doing an invisible stitch. If you want a better tutorial, then Google a better tutorial because this is not it, sweetie.
And that's on period.
Oh, and I'm doing a great job. Definitely no mistakes are made here. We're powering through the sewing. This was hours of sewing. I don't usually hand sew. I usually sew everything by machine, but the instructions said to hand sew, so I wanted to kind of challenge myself. It's been a while since I've sewn anything by hand.
Huh?
Usually whenever I have the option, I just hot glue everything together.
Huh?
Oop, and there I go, sewing on the arms. Look at her go. Oh. Is that the second arm? Oh, here's clips of me sewing on the second arm. That was like magic. Oh my gosh, we're teleporting. It's like that second arm just went on in like 5 seconds. There's me triple knotting everything because I have anxiety. Oh, here's the little part we cut off. The top of the head, we're gonna cut that into a little circle for his mouth. I felt like it was a little too big, so we're gonna try and make it a little bit smaller. I think this is the size we leave that. And then as we're sewing this on, we're gonna try and fold the raw edge and do another invisible stitch. And this doesn't have to be perfect. Honestly, the charm with handmade items is that you can tell they're handmade in my personal opinion. This is the top of the sock that we cut off, so we're going to use this to make the ears. It's already folded in half, so I'm just going to cut it right down the middle. And you can tell I'm starting to get really tired of hand sewing because I did not even fold that raw edge. We're just going to sew it on there. We do not care at this point. We've been sewing for multiple hours and we're very tired. My hands at this point, I think my knuckles were frozen at this point. They just did not want to work with me, and I decided for some reason that I was just going to film this all today. So it started to get a little messy. This is the eyes I picked out. They're a little big, but I think they came out really cute. So I'm not really mad at it. There's one point towards the end where I definitely went a little silly goofy and I made a mistake, but it's okay because we fixed it. You run around like a cyclone. Oh, this is the fun part. This is we're accessorizing him, making him himself. I'm just using some old jewelry I have and putting it on him. Those are little studs that I used for a pair of Crocs, and we're putting his little safety pin in.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
Yeah, this was a mistake. This was something I shouldn't have done. The little nose holes and the mouth look really good, in my opinion, you know, as good as they can for puffy paint. The little piercings, that was a mistake. This I didn't like. Especially whenever I had something that was way better. But it's okay because we fix it. This is me being extremely nervous to do the mouth because I really wanted it to look good. And there I am. And it's a little ugly. But it's okay, because here we are again. We're gonna fix it. You see all those little black smudges everywhere? Yeah, well, that was from me scraping off the paint with my nail. I did not like how that looked, because look at these! I put these on my face all the time when I do makeup, so I'm hot gluing these on this little monkey, because it's gonna look so much better than these black dots. The black dots didn't even look like piercings. He didn't look like himself. So we're gonna glue those on. I accidentally touched that first little ball stud that I put on there, so it's a little cloudy over there. But if you ever do that, where your hot glue dries down cloudy and you don't like it, you can just take the tip of your hot glue gun and run it around that hot glue and melt the area around that's kind of cloudy, and it'll make it clear again. I wasn't happy with the little black spot on his face, so I mixed some fabric paint and some acrylic paint to try and cover it up. I think I did a pretty good job. And cue the montage. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you think that this was a successful attempt at making a sock monkey. I think he looks pretty good. If you liked the video, like the video, and consider joining our monkey takeover by hitting the subscribe button down below. And we'll see you next time.
I actually really like this music, I'm sorry. I like it a lot.